Hello, and welcome to my Geology Foundation series. On this channel, we're going to cover geology, natural science, and much more. And this series is going to lay the groundwork for all of it. But in this first video, we're going to keep things simple. Today we're answering just two questions. What kinds of rocks are there? And where do they come from? You might remember from school or trivia night that there are three rock types: igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. And that these three rock types are connected in a cycle. We'll start with igneous rocks. Igneous rocks find their beginnings deep within the earth as molten magma. Magma forms when certain conditions beneath the earth's surface cause the mantle to melt. This melt is less dense than the crust, and so it rises. If it rises quickly, it may reach the surface and extrude, turning into lava, or maybe even forming a volcano. If it rises slowly, it may cool and harden before it can reach the surface, turning into a large body of crystalline rock, like granite. Sedimentary rocks form when other rocks are broken down into pieces. Those pieces are then transported elsewhere and deposited, usually in layers. These layers are then buried deep underground, and the overburden pressure hardens them in a process called lithification. Think about a sandy beach. It's made up of tiny little particles that came from maybe a mountain range many miles away. And those little pieces were eroded and transported by a river to the ocean, where the sand started piling up and forming a beachhead. Well, eventually this sand piles up on itself so much that it gets buried deeper and deeper under the ground. And the weight of all that sand on top of it causes the grains to come together and harden into a rock like sandstone, or maybe sand and shells like this coquina. Now, this lithification process happens with all kinds of sediments in a very wide variety of environments. The constant formation of new rocks continues to bury older rocks deeper and deeper, which leads us to our third rock type, metamorphic. Metamorphic rocks are like orcs. Okay, I love Lord of the Rings, so if you're unfamiliar with the series, just hear me out. And if you are a fan, you know that the orcs used to be elves before they were corrupted by fire and shadow. Well, metamorphic rocks used to be just regular rocks, but as they're forced deeper and deeper underground, the forces of temperature and pressure completely change their makeup, ranging from lightly baked to totally messed up. Eventually, rocks are buried so deeply that they reach the mantle, where they begin to melt and return to their magmatic origins. From there, they return to the cycle and start it all over again. Now, this has been a very basic overview of the rock cycle. There are many caveats, exceptions, and tons of details that I left out just to keep things simple. So if you want to learn more, stay tuned for more videos. And if you have any questions on anything geology or ideas on things that you want me to cover, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious.